struggling with the rehab. For her, also any other prayer concerns, Lord allow for the Lord as well pay, give her special blessing upon this church. Special blessing upon this church. We ask that you allow us a light in this darkness. Go out. Stacy, please join me in the silent prayer of confession. We have not loved our 48 through 50, it says that then Jesus 48 through 50, it says that Jesus said to your faith has saved you, go in peace. Your faith has saved you, go in peace. This time I want
Not coming through. Can you? Just thank you for this.
with sin. Someone using your name will soon be able to speak evil of me. It would be better for you to be thrown. It's better to enter the kingdom of God with only air never goes out. For air never goes out. For everyone you must have the qualities of salt among your live in peace and work up, and Jesus who is for us, right? He soon will no longer and for us, right? He soon will no longer and then it changes. Tie around your neck, then face judgment, causing a child to fall into the sin part. He explains then what we do with sin in verses 43 through 47. Do with sin in verses 43 through 47. Jesus tells us that if our hand, foot, or eye, all important body parts, either one, we all have our feet. So we obviously have not been cutting anything off, right? Say this again. Obviously have not been cutting anything off, right? Say this again. Speak in the literal sense. Say this is what you should do. Right? Jesus things to get his point across. Now in this one, we see Jesus is saying this, and it's if you say that, but telling us to literally cut. What Jesus is saying about any one of those, right? That's hard, right? So even something as little as a toe controls and balances your entire body. Us to perform surgery when we sin. Where does sin cut? And that is when we're in our body, is what I'm trying to say. And that is when we're in our body, is what I'm trying to say. It comes from within our heart. Jesus is saying, if it comes within our heart, Jesus is saying, if it comes within our heart, that we must deal with it drastically. And when I was getting away from drastically, and when I was getting away from Paul and all that stuff, when I was in that, okay, and that's kind of right. Think of it like we cut people out of my life from doing things because temptation. That's what Jesus is saying here. They're literally supposed to. They're not what cause to cut things out. Anything that may lead. We have an obligation off of the altars given to other gods. Okay, we realize the difference. Now we know with God through prayer, word, and doing. They sit back down. We have in life. So faith a muscle. If you don't practice your faith, never leave us nor forsake us. We are simply alone. We are simply in a trial, in a test. And God is not going to give the answers. He's going to lead us in a trial, in a test. And God is not going to give the answers. He's going to lead us when I first came again. And trampled underfoot as worthless. If we are caught, how do we keep by His word and trials? Not everybody's going through it. And as Christian congregation church is if we have them going, make sure that they make it through this trial and come to Christ. We all follow Christ. We all follow God. We are called to be, and whether we like it is common in the world. Right? So when those with the Bibles, right? Live in and to have the we do. Even the person in this world is nothing. Say this to say, right? Have this ultimate blessing to live and serving complacent. We no one else. I believe no people in the past Pride, not humility. The world endorses sin. The world is at war of God. Reconcile his enemies. And as we out of our lives and we fill the void and we separate ourselves further on those Revelation 20. I saw them according to their deeds. Then death and the grave were thrown into the lake of fire. Lake of fire was thrown into the lake of fire. Close with this, because we and cut out our sinful. So let us go and live in this world whose goal is enemies to God. As we live Christian lives in this world and we go our separate ways, we'll return. As we sing our final hymn.